Nation, welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am one of your hosts, Graphk Raider. Got the privilege of having my big bro in the building today, man. Wasted talent. What's good, bro?
Cooling, man. I'm just ready to get to this content. We got to start off how we left it last time.
No thunderstorm this time, you guys. It's sunny outside. The Wi-Fi is strong as shit, so we are good to go, man. Well, real quick, man, this is kind of a special Coffee and Convo, but it is the Graphk and Wasted show at the same time. You don't really get these two intermingling much, but here we are. I love to see it. We both have our cups. We are ready to go, man. Shout out to everybody here in the building, man. If you guys want to become members of the channel, do me a favor. Hit the link. It's pinned up top on both channels, on Raider Nation Unlimited and OakLosVegas. We salute you guys. Shout out to Mondo on Demon Time, Erica, everybody, Brave Raider in the building, Diehard Raiders Report fans. Salute to all you guys. Make sure you wipe them feet, pay your bar tabs, meaning hit them thumbs up, and also hit that subscribe button. And real quick too, OakLosVegas.com. I just put a bunch of new merch up on the website, you guys. Go check it out. Thank you for everybody who's been going over there and supporting what we do over at OakLosVegas. And also, real quick, one more. WoodsonWhiskey.com.
Yes,
Make sure it is the GOAT's birthday this weekend, you guys. Make sure you go over to WoodsonWhiskey.com. Go grab you a bottle. Go support the GOAT, and PlanetRaiders.com also for everything Raiders related, man. What's good with you, bro?
Man, I'm just ready to get to this content, man. You know, I mean, we had to take a little day to let everything marinate.
Yeah.
And now we're back, man. It's a lot going on, though, bro. It's a lot going on that where people don't even realize, man, that this team could look markedly different within the next few weeks if things don't go the right way. There are rumors out there.
Yeah.
And you know who heard it first.
And we're going to talk about those rumors here shortly. Salute to Okie. I'm going to try to cut you a metal content sign at work and send it to you. I would love that. We will both love that. Salute to you, my brother. Salute to JC, says the best content creators on YouTube. Salute, King, my dog, man. And salute to CJ Garcia, my boy. We need that content. You already know. Hey, real quick, man, for those, we took a day off yesterday. I know Wasted uploaded a short. We did not do any lives yesterday. A quick heads up, you guys. We did make a move yesterday. We signed, Rajan Wright, which is a sneaky move, you guys, to our practice squad. He is from East Palo Alto, Bay Area brethren, from Oregon State. I like this pickup, Wasted. I'm going to be honest with you. Big body corner. 6'2", 200 pounds, but I'm going to be real with you. I think this spells disaster for Brandon Faison.
Yeah, man.
He could have came back after those 4 weeks. He has not been activated. I think the signs are there, right?
Yeah, man. His knees probably is like mashed potatoes. Once they sign this kid, I say, oh, man, here we go. Because like we were saying the other night, man, they're looking for a certain archetype in their corner room. They got too many small corners.
Yeah.
Just way too many. So they need a guy that they can put out there on the big physical receivers in the AFC West and all up and down the conference.
Yeah.
The problem with that is that like that they're going out and they're making these moves like this, and the need is greater than the sign a guy that's unproven like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is the kind of move you make in the preseason so you can get the kid out there and get him acclimated to the system. This is not the kind of move you make to fulfill a need in the middle of the season. I would prefer them to go out there and go get a guy who's actually played in the league before.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This is, I like that I like always adding young talent to the roster. And shout out to Rick, too. I know he put something together. We're definitely going to check it out, Rick. He's up there in the Northwest. He likes Jaden Grant a lot, you already know, and Rajon Wright. So he wrote something. We're definitely going to check it out. But I like that you can add that big body guy from the crib. Yes, he went to Laney College, IRJ. He did. So he's a local kid. From Northern California. I love the signing. 6'2", like I said, the guy really didn't get a chance with the Carolina Panthers. But we shall see. We don't even know if this guy's going to ever be active. You know how these guys do, man. We got all this talent, all these young kids, and they don't even give them a chance. They stick with the vets. So, like I said, this may be a bad sign, for Brandon Facyson moving forward. He was supposed to be activated after 4 weeks. So for him to be out, I think that knee is a little more severe than what we initially thought. Also, you guys, we want to talk about some potential rumors out there. Salute to Pick Six. For those who are not subscribed to Pick Six, not subscribed, but on Instagram, if you're not following, pretty big channel, page on Instagram. They're also on Twitter. A lot of this stuff goes viral. They actually put out 6, I believe, must trades that they want to see.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put them up here right now. Can you see it, brother?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So this is where we're going to go from here. Salute to Pick Six. If you guys are not following them on Instagram, make sure you guys go follow them. ASAP Rocky. Let me see the private chat. Boom. All right. Good. We're good to go. All right. Right here, man. We'll go through a few that's not even Raider related also, but I think the first one actually is. So this, you guys, as Raider fans, you don't want to see us potentially trade away 2 Pro Bowlers, right? You don't want to see it. One All-Pro, the other one a Pro Bowler a few years back. But one of the guys has not been utilized in this system at all up to this point this season, right? And to be honest, if we end up losing this Monday, and I don't want to put that into the universe, you guys, but if we lose, we're 1-4. And you really got to start looking at the bigger picture here. Yeah. Chicago went and blew out the Commanders last night in DC. They won a game. At this point, they still own Carolina's first rounder. So I think they still have the up on us, right? They do. They still have the number 1 pick because of Carolina not winning a ball game yet. But the Caleb Williams sweepstakes gets very interesting if we can't pull off a few dubs these next few weeks. There's all winnable games. Green Bay. Go ahead, brother.
Hold on real quick. I mean, interrupt you, but the Panthers aren't going to have that pick. Didn't they trade it to move up to Chicago? So
Chicago still has that pick regardless. They still have that pick regardless. But, if we lose this game, if we can't beat the Packers, the Patriots, and the Bears, at this point, you guys, look, there's nothing else to save. This season is over. These are 3 winnable games that you should go out there and win. I know Detroit is that's a tough game, especially going on the road and playing against them. But at the end of the day, there's some winnable games here. But if we lose a few of these games, you guys, we have to revisit this situation. And here was one of them right here. Josh Jacobs to the Dallas Cowboys. They do have Tony Pollard, and he's their number 1 guy. But they're used to having, right, that kind of bruiser next to him, Ezekiel Elliott, right? This is the interesting one. The Raiders receive a 3rd-round pick next season because Josh Jacobs is probably going to walk anyways. It's clear that this regime does not want to give him that deal that he wants. So he may walk for free, right? Dallas gives us a 3rd. They get Josh Jacobs. Cowboys need a bruiser back to complement Pollard. Raiders aren't willing to pay Jacobs, which is facts. Raiders are headed toward a rebuild. Now, at this point, I don't want to go with the rebuild. I hate hearing that word applied to our team, but let's just be honest, Wasted. It's kind of the truth right now. I don't see anywhere else Josh Jacobs returning to be a Raider next year. He's been really good in the passing game. I think he leads the league in passing yards as a running back, right? But he's been struggling mightily because of the O-line as well in the run game. We don't really have a true running back right now. Even Zeus has struggled mightily. Got a few reps last game and looked okay. But what do you think about this? A 3rd-round pick for Josh Jacobs. And this is us thinking we're not bringing him back. What do you think about that?
I think that there's no way that the Cowboys would do that because right now Tony Pollard is like 5th in the league in rushing. They have the exact same situation contract-wise. Mm-hmm. The Cowboys didn't want to pay Tony Pollard. They might want to pay Josh Jacobs because he's a better player. But the thing is, you're gonna have to pay 2 running backs at the same time. And then why would any team give us anything for a player that they know if we don't get anything for? They're gonna do the same thing they did when Derek Carr was in the market. Everybody knew what time it was.
Now,
stupid.
Now, if the Cowboys do this as a 1-year thing, right, which would be crazy, but that's just them going all in. They just lost Diggs. That's a major part of their defense. But if they say, you know what, we're going to go get Josh Jacobs to pair with Pollard, because remember, you guys, Pollard is coming off of that horrendous injury last year. They franchise tagged him. That's a lot of money that would be allocated to the running back position. But we're already paying him right now. So, I don't know when this would happen. Maybe probably be before the trade deadline. I could see Dallas wanting to pick up an extra piece on that offense, to go into the playoffs with. They have a great roster. Well-coached team.
I can see it too, bro. But the difference is that they know that if they really want him, they could just negotiate with him on the open market with everyone else. They don't have to trade for him.
No, not at all. But they could get it. Yeah, you're right. But they could get a head start. They could say, we gave up a third. We want to bring you back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how the NFL goes. If the Cowboys trade for him, Josh is going to say, they gave up something for me. Let me talk to these guys and try to figure this out. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't see this happening. There's other teams. The Miami Dolphins can use another running back.
Ravens.
The Baltimore Ravens, which is a team that I talked about the other day. I don't think the Cowboys would be one of those teams. I don't.
I don't either. I think whoever wrote this is a Cowboy fan.
Okay. And shout to Pick Six that you could be right. Let me get these supers in real quick. Fuck you, the greatest name in YouTube history. What's up, y'all? Wasted. How do I become a member of your channel?
Oh, wow. The link, I sent the link in the private chat. I'm a boomer. I didn't know how to do it. And the show started. But Graphk, if you would be so kind, because I don't think I have access to the chat because I'm not controlling it.
It's pinned up top.
Oh, it's pinned up. Yeah. So all you got to do, it's pinned up top. Join the Wasted Talent Army. Thank you.
There you go, man. Salute to David Zahn, our brother, man, on a 50p special. I just want to say one thing. 8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. Wait, wrong thing. I meant silver and black till I die. Yo, salute to Zahn, man, our brother, man. Appreciate you, King, on a $50 special, man. That shit is hilarious, bro. Salute to you, King. Thank you for everything you do for the channels, my brother. Salute, salute, salute. Let me see. Real quick, man. We got one more in the building. Salute to our brother RK, man. Good morning, GOATs. JJ, 2 TDs, 100 yards this Monday. Then JJ to Chicago for one of those first rounders. You won't get a first rounder for him at all. No one's going to trade a first rounder for Josh Jacobs. I'm sorry. Maybe Chicago's, they're a poorly ran franchise, and they have been for years. Maybe you can finesse them, but that's not going to happen. Look, they know what they're doing. I like what Justin Fields looked like last night. He looked like one of those guys, but they're in the Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr. sweepstakes, right? That's what they're looking at.
That's what a lot of people are saying. I mean, people are saying that they're looking to trade Justin Fields away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, look, it all depends, man, because to be honest with you, DJ Moore and Justin Fields, they got a nice little hookup.
Nice hookup.
They got a nice little hookup. They might stumble on top of themselves and win a few games they shouldn't. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So they might play themselves out of the number 1 pick. And with Carolina, that's such a bad division. Carolina can go on a run. I don't foresee the Carolina Panthers not winning more than 4 games. So you never know, man.
Yeah, and think about this. The 2 teams ahead of us, you guys already have a quarterback. I think Chicago would move on from Justin Fields, but Carolina's not. They're not giving up on Bryce. From what I'm hearing, they like him a lot. They need a real wide receiver 1, and they're in the market right now. They're actually calling around. They actually had one in DJ Moore, but they went up and got the quarterback. But they're calling about T. Higgins. They're calling about, they're calling about a lot of guys in the NFL right now. So at least one team that's probably going to be ahead of us already has their guy. Bless you. Salute to DM, man. The Raiders are holding someone hostage, and it's not their fans. Time to trade Renfro. I like that you brought that up, Larry, because here we go. Let's keep this going. All right. That's another guy that Carolina may reach out to. Denver's starting over. Jerry Jeudy's never really gotten it going out there. I can definitely see Carolina reaching out. 2nd round pick. It's kind of steep, but
it's steep.
Yeah, but it could happen. T. Higgins for a 1st and 2nd to Detroit. I don't see Detroit giving up that much. I still think that they're rebuilding that defense. I don't think they give up a 1st and 2nd. T. Higgins is a great wide receiver, but they also have another guy that's from Alabama that will be back shortly, right? So there's no real reason to go out there and trade for T. Higgins. You know what I mean? When you have another guy that's going to be coming back here soon. in Jameis. So I don't. Is it Jameson, right?
Yeah,
I don't see that happening.
They're not trading for J-Mo.
Here we go. Yeah, there's no way. Raiders, 5th round pick next year. This is where we got Hunter Renfrow. Got him in the 5th round out of Clemson. Philadelphia gets Hunter Renfrow. The logic, the Eagles are in desperate need of a reliable slot receiver. The Raiders don't use them. Might as well move on and receive some value. What do you think about this one right here, Wasted?
I think what you're doing is you're already taking a team who is one of the 3 best teams in football and making them better. You should probably hold them over the barrel for a player or something too. Yeah. You know, to me, I look, if they got anything, because this regime hasn't been really good at allocation of resources. They've let a lot of guys that are talented football players walk and not gotten a whole lot for them. Mm-hmm. You know, Renfro's a former Pro Bowl player. You know, for a 5th round pick, I don't know, from the Eagles, the value in that 5th rounder is not
6th round pick. It's a 6th round pick.
It's a 6th round pick. So it's like, for me, I do everything I could not to create another superpower in the National Football League and trying to get a more valuable pick for a player that's been really good for us if we're going to trade him, you know?
Yeah. I mean, look, you guys, I think Hunter deserves better. We also got Trey Tucker. We got DeAndre Carter. We got a bunch of guys. Jacoby can play in the slot. I think his days were numbered anyway. You know what I mean? Once we started piling up all these slot guys, at some point, I would love to see, if he did go somewhere, it would be great to see him go to a winning organization like the Philadelphia Eagles. But for a 5th, like Wasted said, it's pretty much a 6th round pick. That's not worth it for a former Pro Bowl guy that can still be that guy if utilized. I'm looking at other bad teams. I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts. Could they utilize? They can always use another, receivers. He's still young to pair with Anthony Richardson. There's other options out there that you can potentially reach out to get, a potential higher draft pick than that. I'm not parting ways with Hunter Renfrow for a 5th, but I understand the logic behind it because of the contract. The contract, you're paying him $13 million a year. That's probably what you're going to get for Hunter Renfrow, who only has 4 or 5 catches this season. Maybe that.
I could see Hunter Renfrow going to the Texans. I could see Hunter Renfrow going to the Saints if they're going to acquiesce to Derek Carr's wants and needs. So there are other teams where you can get more value out of that than trading him to the Eagles. Because if you trade him to the Eagles, man, I mean, what you've done is you've completed their roster for them.
The rich gets richer.
Yeah, you can't be doing that, man.
Salute to Joe. If the Raiders don't beat the Packers on Monday, this season is a wrap. Just got to tank for Caleb and look forward to the future. Shout out to the 2 of you. And Joe, I'm going to be honest with you, brother. If you can't beat Green Bay at home in prime time, wrap this shit up. Wrap it up. I'm sorry. You have to, as the Raiders, and we haven't shown to be able to do this year, you have to compile a few victories back to back. This is the time. This is the time to build all that momentum back. You took a terrible L to Pittsburgh, a winnable game. You took a terrible L to the Chargers, a very winnable game. Buffalo, we already knew that was a blowout, so you couldn't do nothing about that.
I mean, listen, this Green Bay game is going to be a tough. It's going to be a tough order. Yeah. Jordan Love is a pretty good player.
He is.
And that defense, they have a lot of special players on there. Shout out to Rashawn Gary and Jair Alexander.
Russell Douglas.
And let me tell you something, man. Jair Alexander and Devontae Adams. Devontae kind of created a monster over there. Yeah. I practice with him every day, and I know that they're very familiar with each other. They're very fond of each other. But let me tell you something, man. This is not going to be a walk in the park for Tay. This is one of the best cornerbacks. I mean, in my estimation, he might be damn near the best cornerback in the league. Everybody says Sauce Gardner. They've anointed him. But I would, at this point in their career, I would probably take Jair Alexander over.
I love Jair. And to be honest, this is going to be a battle. They both know each other very well. And like you said, I think Devontae's going to get the better of him, though.
He the Jedi Master. You know what I mean? This the Padawan right here. But the thing is that getting the better of him could be 80 yards and 1 TD. And, Devontae Adams has had to carry this team. Yeah. We need for Devontae Adams to have 2 touchdowns, 170-something yards.
Yeah. A DJ Moore type of game to come Monday night.
That's what we've been needing to win. Yeah. Like if you look at the last few games that we've won, even last year, he's had to go crazy. Yeah. Even in games where we've lost, like with the Pittsburgh game, he had to go crazy. Pretty much carried us. I remember in the San Francisco game last year, he carried us in that game.
Yeah. The thing is this, though, Wasted. Green Bay has struggled the past few weeks. Their offense is still nice. They lost their left tackle for a while. They got a guard/tackle returning against us come Monday night, former Pro Bowler. But Aaron Jones, baller. Christian Watson, baller. Romeo Dubs, baller. Luke Musgrave, rookie tight end out of, I believe, Oregon State, right? Baller. Like these guys got some weapons on the offensive side of the ball. This isn't going to be an easy task for this defense. I'm telling you right now. So this is going to be a rough one, but we have to win that game. Shout out to Fuck You for becoming a member over at Wasted Talent, man. We appreciate you, brother, so much, man. Salute to you. Salute to Q as well. Nah, forget that pick. Poach one or two of those DTs from Philly, not name JD or Carter. They're not going to part ways with any of those.
Yeah, man. That's pretty much the engine and the lifeblood of the Eagles team. We're not getting them. The Eagles are built like an old school NFC East team from the inside out. On both sides of the football.
Yep. Definitely. Shout out to Q though. But I would definitely send Hunter their way for even a Fletcher. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say his last name, Big Paws. But you know what I'm saying? Like one of those guys, I would definitely, Jordan Davis, I know it's his second year, but they got Carter. I would definitely do it, but
they are not getting rid of
him. He's not going to do that shit. Come on, bro. Salute to old school, man. The regime won't draft Caleb, doesn't fit the system. They trade the pick for their wet dream, Mac Jones, or draft somebody coming off an injury. I think that Drake May would be the pick for this regime. I'm going to be honest with you, the young pup out of North Carolina, he's been kind of dealt a bad dealing this year. That team is not too good out there in North Carolina. He doesn't have a lot of weapons around him, but that would be the guy. I think that if Mark Davis doesn't step in, I think Drake May is the guy.
There's no way in the world. Listen, I'm going to say this right now. If these idiots pass on a guy like that, if they're in position to take him, bro, they should never be. They should be fired. They should never be allowed. There's no way. I don't fuck your system. There's no way that you can sit up there and look at that special athlete and listen. Drake May, I was saying all of this stuff about Caleb Williams, and him with the fingernail polish, him being a punk. Let me tell you something, man. I don't give a damn about none of that. I've seen enough.
Well, this is the thing, though. Wasted that people don't realize the system, right? Josh McDaniels went 8-8 with Cam Newton. He had to revitalize his whole offense. He had to change his whole offense to work around Cam Newton, and he went 8-8. That is better than anything he's done with the Raiders up to this point.
Yeah. So, dude, look, man. If Caleb Williams is available and they take Drake May and Mark Davis doesn't step in, I'm going to say this right now. Then that means that Mark Davis should probably sell a team, and that Josh McDaniels should be run out of town like a scalded dog.
And you're gonna lose the fan base. You're gonna lose the fan base.
So, they should run him out of town like how they did looking for the Frankenstein monster. I'm talking about an angry mob, pitchforks, flames, people throwing boots, everything. There's no way, especially from a team that's rooted in California, to get a stud quarterback from USC. There's no way in the world they pass on him. Ain't no way. There just ain't no way.
Salute to Steve, man. Mark low-key should plan to fire at JMD, but not tell a soul. That way, the last game, JMD don't try to win the game like Lovie Smith. Houston Texans. Salute to Steve, my dog on the $5 donation. Salute to our boy JC Claypool. Yes, he was traded to the Dolphins. And that's a great pickup. The rich gets richer because they have a lot of smaller wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? They the Jaden Waddles of the world, the Tyreek Hill. To add a big body receiver like Claypool, I'm telling y'all now, watch Notre Dame. We know what this kid can do. He got into the NFL and got a little weird. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's been very odd. But I'm telling you right now, if they can get him together, that is a big pickup for the Miami Dolphins.
That's the Steelers' curse. Stay away from him. Mike Tomlin, bro, is a guy who is very underrated, man. He made Antonio Brown look normal for years. Yep. He made a lot of people look normal for years, bro.
Yep.
I'm telling you right now, man, anytime the Steelers let go of somebody, you never want. The only team who's ever taken a Steeler player and is wound up in our favor is the Raiders.
Yeah,
we got Rob Woodson. We the only ones. We about the only ones, bro. You know what I'm saying? When the Steelers get rid of somebody, just throw the whole player out.
Yeah, they finessed us for a 3rd and 5th, and we never seen a down from AB. So,
yeah.
Real quick, you guys, wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, man. We appreciate you guys so much for rocking with us, man. Real fast, shout out to our brother Rob, also for becoming a member, man. Salute, King, my brother, man. You already know what time it is. Chris, could Raiders trade for a coach like Tom is not going anywhere? If you historically look at this, Chris, the Pittsburgh Steelers only have like 4 or 5 head coaches ever. Like when they find their guy, they stick with their guy. You
Yeah,
know what
and
I'm
in
saying?
the last 50 years, they've
Yeah.
had like 3 coaches.
Yeah.
Chuck Noll, Cowher, and Tomlin. And the only team I've seen trade a coach is Al Davis trading John Gruden.
Yeah.
Like I don't really remember another. There's other coaches I think since then, but Al Davis kind of set the standard for that, right?
Wasted. Go grab your membership and put it in the chat because Robert and a few other people are asking for it. If you can't, I can't find it. You got to do it on your YouTube studio. So you look like I'm gonna chop it up with the chat for a minute while we do that. But Chris, realistically, that wouldn't happen, brother. It wouldn't happen. Mike Tomlin is their guy. He's pretty much been in the playoffs every year. You know what I mean? Outside of, I think, 1 or 2 down seasons in Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin has been a phenomenal coach for them. So there's no way. Salute to Thomas. I'm telling you right now, Wood told me and Wasted personally he would never be a coach.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Not going to happen.
Definitely not gonna happen.
Yeah, Sean. Bill Cowher was the only one that left because he retired. Facts. Let me see. Let's talk about a few other things, you guys. We talked about, the Raiders bringing in a young pup, 7th rounder, I believe, out of Oregon State. It looks as though Brandon Faison is going to be out a lot longer. That knee injury must be more severe than what we initially thought. We talked about these pick 6 trades with Hunter Renfrow, 5th round pick from Philly to go to Philly, Josh Jacobs 3rd round pick to go to Dallas. I don't think either one of these happened. And to be honest with you, if you wait closer to the trade deadline, if we're still a really bad team by that point, I think you get something higher than a 5th and a 3rd for both these guys, because teams are going to be fighting for their playoff lives, playing for the chance to play in the Super Bowl. Definitely keep an eye on those 2 guys, but I think we can get a little bit more than what pick six has both of those NFC East teams offering us. Right here, you guys. Here goes Wasted's link to join to become a member, man. So salute right there. Also, you guys, this is from yesterday. The new injury report has not coming out yet. Have you checked it out, Wasted?
Oh yeah, I saw it, man. It's a little ugly, bro. It's a little ugly out there, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up real quick. Injury report. Boom. Where was it at yesterday? Salute to everybody here in the building. Oh man, let me bring it up. I got it on my phone, but
the White Tiger.
The White Tiger, bro. Martavius. Oh my God, bro.
Oh my God, man. Yo, John Gruden's like, it didn't work the first time, so let's try it again, man. Man, but now we can get Antonio Brown, man.
All right, let me stop this screen. I'm going to present something else real quick. Salute once again to everybody in the building. All right, boom. Here we go. All right, you see it right there, bro?
Yeah.
All right. So yesterday's injury report. We'll get a little bit more later on today. Devontae did not practice yesterday, shoulder injury. Everyone knows he was out of the game for a little while against the Chargers, took a mean hit. Jacorian Bennett, corner, limited in practice yesterday with the hammy and a shoulder injury. Max was limited, still dealing with that knee injury. He'll play. Jimmy G, concussion. So it looks as though he's still in concussion protocol right here. He was limited in practice. I don't know if this is a way of Josh McDaniels to throw Aiden out there one more time, but I'm here for it, Wasted.
I am too, bro. Like, look, the thing about it is like, he's supposed to be the veteran, right?
Yeah. He
didn't take care of the football either. So you might as well try to develop the young pup, because you don't know where the season's going to go. Like, everybody's like, oh, you guys are talking about Caleb Williams. Look, there's a distinct possibility, man. There's a real distinct possibility that things can go off the rails if we don't win and beat Green Bay. Yeah. Like you guys are saying, like, no, don't think like that. But we gotta be realists. It's the same way how most of us, try to support this regime, and then once we saw the reality of the situation, we're like, yo, man, you know what? All the negative naysayers were right. Yeah. Congratulations. And thank you for everybody for becoming members of my channel, man. I really, really appreciate it, man.
Love it, man. Appreciate it. You guys are the best, dog. For real, for real. Salute to Rob, Ant, Raider Rob, and fuck you, all you guys. Salute to you guys, man, for becoming members of Waste's Army over there, man. Raider Nation Unlimited. We appreciate you guys. Salute to Max. Salute to the content, brothers. But let's say this hypothetically. We fired JMD. What about Brian Flores? We talked about Brian Flores a lot, you guys. I don't know if he's going to get another opportunity to be a head coach because of all the politics and the shit surrounding his name that happened a few years ago. I think at this point, he'll probably be a defensive coordinator moving forward, wasting it sucks because I think that he's the leader of men. You know what I'm saying? But we know how the politics go in the NFL. Once you are in that bad light, it's very, very difficult to come back from that.
Well, it's hard for you to come back from suing suing the people you're trying to work for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they say that, you don't get blackballed, and they say that they can't retaliate against you. But the reality is that they can get you in a certain way. Yeah. So you're still in the league. You're still making money. Yeah. But those owners decide whether they can make you a head coach. Facts. So, they're never going to forget that. You see some of the vendettas against the Raiders from stuff that Al Davis has done over the years. And he's dead. He's been dead since 2011, bro.
Max, that's interesting though. I haven't heard anything about the OC from Seattle. That's an interesting name right there. Salute to Max. Salute to Lucky King, our brother as well. Question for both the GOATs. What do you guys think of us making a run for Jim Harbaugh out of Michigan? That's definitely a name you'll hear a lot about if Josh McDaniels is gone by the end of the season. I think that he is fine where he is. I know he's kind of flirted with the idea of coaching the Raiders. There was something out there that he was going to sign with the Minnesota Vikings, and then last minute it didn't happen. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think it's realistic, Lucky. I think that he's found his footing and he wants to win a national championship. They have a really good team and a real good program down there. I don't think he goes anywhere. I think once he wins a championship down there, which he may, because he's put together a nice program down there in Michigan. I don't think that it's going to happen.
Bro, he used the Minnesota Vikings to run up the price on the Minnesota. Not Minnesota, Michigan. The problem is this: when you have a guy that is a head football coach at a major college football program, especially a blue blood program like Michigan, Notre Dame, Penn State. These are blue blood programs. Alabama, Texas. These guys are like they're like the president down there. The media doesn't say anything bad to them. Everything is positive. It's ridiculous. And they're essentially the CEO down there. They're the general manager. They're everything. So for you to lure one of those guys to the National Football League, you got to give them total autonomy. I mean, this is going back even to when Nick Saban was with the Miami Dolphins. And Nick Saban wasn't even who he is now. This is pre-Alabama. They had to give Nick Saban the keys to the castle to get him to leave LSU. He had only one national title. Jim Harbaugh has already been up and down the National Football League. He started out with the Raiders, right? And then he moved on and he took a team to a Super Bowl.
A lot of people don't know that.
Like the thing with Jim Harbaugh is for you to get him to leave there and him having total control, you'd have to give him a Gruden deal. Do we really want that? At this point, this is the one thing we haven't been doing since Mark's been here. I'm tired of the retreads. Go out with a young, bright, innovative head coach that is hired by the GM. Mm-hmm. That's first and foremost. I don't want Mark hiring a coach anymore because apparently he's not good at it. Yeah. Hire a really good GM. And if you want to step back, get a good football mind who has showed you that he is a great drafter and a great personnel evaluator and a great evaluator of coaching talent, and step back and let that man so that the coach truly reports to the GM. Yeah. I don't want this congruent thing where, Josh McDaniels and David Ziegler are pretty much congruent. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. If Josh McDaniels gets fired, you need to fire David Ziegler too. Get them both out of here.
Moving forward, there's no middle ground, right? It's either you go get a fresh young mind as a head coach and a GM, or you go get proven guys, that have done great things in the NFL as a head coach and a GM. Not guys that are getting first-time jobs or second-time jobs. Moving forward, someone proven in both positions, or you go young and try and figure out, because the game is different, you guys. It is definitely different now. You know what I mean? It's a heavy passing game. It's not the simple game that we grew up loving. It's totally different. It's totally different. Real quick, man. Salute to everybody here in the building. Let's get through this injury report real quick. We talked about Devontae. Did not practice yesterday. He'll play. He came back from that shoulder injury and still fought through it. So definitely he'll be out there Monday. He's not missing that Packers game at all. We talked about Jimmy with the concussion. Maybe we see Aiden again. That would be interesting. Nate Hobbs, this is definitely something to keep an eye on. He missed the game against the Chargers, and he did not practice yesterday. That is something to keep an eye on moving forward. Malcolm Kuntz was also limited once again with that groin injury. He was on the injury report last week for the same thing, and he battled through it. I do believe he'll practice. David Long is now on the injury report with the ankle injury. He was limited. Looking at Green Bay, Jair Alexander back. He was limited, but he will play. The way he's talking about Devontae and looking forward to this, he'll be out there. Zane Anderson, safety hamstring, did not practice. Devondre Campbell, their linebacker, backer, ankle, did not practice. Rudy Ford, it looks like 2 safeties dealing with an oblique, did not practice. This is the guy I was talking about, Jenkins, guard / tackle. He was limited yesterday. I don't believe he's played this season. I could be wrong, but that is a really nice talent. We got to keep an eye on him because he can kick in, kick out, and that's a big talent on that O-line for the Green Bay Packers, dealing with that knee injury, but he was limited. Aaron Jones, hamstring, he's been dealing with that. He played last week. He was limited in practice yesterday. He will play. Luke Musgrave, concussion, full practice. So it looks as though Luke Musgrave will be playing come Monday night as well. John Runyon, guard, dealing with a groin / ankle. He did not practice, something to keep an eye on. Eric Stokes, limited in practice. He was dealing with this foot injury, I believe, a few weeks now. So he may be back in the fold for them. That is a big pickup for them if he plays. Zach Tom, another lineman, dealing with a knee injury. He was limited. Carrington Valentine, corner bicep injury. He was full practice, so he looks like he's good to go. And Christian Watson, he's been dealing with a hamstring injury this season. He was limited. He did play last week. It looks as though he'll probably be a go once again come Monday. So that's the injury report, you guys, thus far. Another one will be dropping today. And me and Waste are going to do another show tonight. We're going to do our odds and bets and over and under stuff. So stay tuned for that. By that time, we'll probably see another injury report with an update, and we'll read that.
Be more up to date, probably true to what's going to happen on Sunday, too.
Yep, facts. Salute to Cheese. Shout out to Graphk and Wasted. Happy Friday. Speaking of Al, Sunday is the anniversary of his passing. If McDaniels loses, he's getting haunted / fired. Talk that shit, Cheese, man. Salute to my dog. And rest
what you think Al's ghost is going to possess Mark? Tell you what, that wouldn't be so bad.
Hey, it wouldn't be bad at all. Salute to Cheese. Hey, real quick too, man. Rest in paradise to Dick Buckus. One of the greatest.
One of the greatest of all time, man.
One of the greatest of all time. We didn't get a chance to talk about that. Speaking of Al, rest in peace to the GOAT. But also rest in peace, man, to Dick Buckus, man. One of the greatest football players of all time, man. Salute to him and that Chicago fan base dealing with that. You know what I mean? Salute.
You talk about this is a loss for all of football. It's not just for the Bears. I mean, when you talk about the men who paved the way and made this league America's real sport, they call baseball America's pastime. That's pastime. Football is America's pastime. And one of the pinnacle notes in football is Dick Buckus. You know, you have Dick Buckus, John Unitas, Jim Brown, those kind of guys. You can't tell the story of the National Football League without those men. That's how significant Dick Buckus is. You'll rest in peace to him, his family, and, you know, everybody out there, because this is a loss in the football world, man, because he shaped the way football is played today. Yep.
Facts. Salute to Julio. Atlanta's my second home, Julio, right? And I kind of, my stepbrother went to Georgia. So I used to go out there all the time, and I got a few connections out there. I'm going to tell you right now, Kirby Smart ain't going anywhere. He loves his job. He loves living out there. I don't think he's going to go take an NFL job at all.
These guys, when we talk about coaches that come in the NFL, you got to understand something. Being an NFL coach isn't all it's cranked up to be.
No, not
especially guys who are used to making people do what they want them to do.
Yeah. Like
college coach, that's a different skill set, it's a different mindset. And be real with you guys. When's the last college coach you've seen be successful in the NFL? Like, people try to bring up Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll was in the NFL way longer than he was a coach at USC. Pete Carroll was really viewed as an NFL coach, coaching down a level. Yeah. Because he was a good, like, he won with the Jets. He won with the Patriots. I mean, he didn't win big, but he made the playoffs. Like, he was a good, bright, young coach, right?
Yeah.
You don't see these coaches from college come here and be successful. I haven't seen one in a very, very long time come and be successful in the National Football League.
Yeah. Oh, Randy Gregory signed to the Niners? Damn, bro.
And and he's going to work out there, just like Arden Key worked out there.
Yep.
It's a system. Like if you want to go and you want to revive your career as an edge rusher, that is where you go.
He said, you know what? I'm going to leave a 0-4 team or a 1-3 team now, and I'm going to go play with the big boys out there in Santa Clara.
You're going to get at the Cowboys too.
Yeah,
that's
a big pickup for them, man, because like you said, he hasn't been that great in the NFL, but that, to be honest, everyone always goes to that D-line and ends up being a baller. Cleve's been looking pretty good out there as well. I know he doesn't have all the sexy stats, you know what I'm saying? But he's been a nice weapon for them as well on that D-line. Salute to Fuck You, my dog, man. So you don't think Zeke and Flores would work? Not gonna lie, McDaniels, I'm damn near done with, but I believe in Zeke.
Great. Yo, why would you put that out there?
What happened?
Hell no. Nah, bro, I took a vacation day today. I'm not feeling so well. That's why everybody say I look angry in the chat. I'm dealing with some vertigo, so I'm not really feeling so great. So I couldn't be driving around at work all day.
Yeah. Nah, salute to our brother for thugging it out on the live stream today. Hey, you know what, man? To be honest, Zeke, I feel like the same I do about Josh McDaniels at this point. Like before, I was like, you know what, keep Zeke, move on from Josh. I'm gonna be real, man. They're a package deal to me right now. Like the thing is this, right? You collect all these draft. Like this past draft was supposed to be the draft to help us move forward and become. And mind you, it's still very early. I'm not gonna act as though none of these guys are gonna pan out. But this season, outside of Ja'Cory and Bennett, who has really played well for us? Michael Mayer struggled. Tyree has struggled. I mean, Trey Tucker's not getting the reps. Byron Young has struggled. Like Aiden came in and had to, start, and he struggled. You know what I'm saying? There was some good, but there was also some bad. Look, I do like Jade, though. I do like our 7th rounder. I think if you go back and watch the tape, that dude is just he's a baller, bro. Yeah. He's a baller, bro. He's a baller.
Look, I think some of these guys might materialize into be very good players, right? It takes 3 years to properly evaluate a draft.
Yes.
Right?
I'm just going off of what I've seen up to this.
But this is the thing that's a part of Zeke's record right now. It's a part of his resume. Let's bring a Chandler Jones in here. Bad contract is him allowing guys to walk and giving our previous quarterback a no trade clause. Yeah, right. That's a part of his resume. So you lost one of the most significant figures in your franchise over the last 30 years.
Nothing.
And that's ugly, right? So if you look at some of this stuff, he has his share of bad contracts. Now you can't blame John Gruden, right? Yeah. So now you got a $14.5 million cap hit this year and like $13 million next year for Chandler Jones, for a guy who was over the hill anyway. The trade bringing Chandler Jones here was a bad idea to begin with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and then you look at some of the free agent moves that he's made, having Brandon Bolden be here making the kind of money he's making. That's a part of his resume. So to me, that entire ideology needs to go.
But you know what, though? I gotta give Zeke a little credit, right? Because, well, not credit, but I have to take a little bit off of his desk, a little bit of work off his desk, right? Because his job is to go draft the guys. JMD's job is to play these guys and get the best out of them. And JMD has not been proven to be able to do that. Like, bro, you look at how successful Trey Tucker has been out there with those few reps. Why is he not more utilized? You know what I'm saying? Michael Mayer was a dog at Notre Dame. What's the problem? What's the problem now? Yeah, he has a problem blocking, right? Most guys do coming out of college. You know what I mean? You're playing against bigger guys on the defensive side of the football. Let's just keep it real. But this guy has not been able to get anything out of these guys.
Yeah, so, I mean, I
put more pressure on Josh McDaniels than I will on Zeke. I think that Zeke went out and got some proven guys. Chris at the collegiate level, Chris Smith, a bunch of just blue collar type talents. Josh has to be the one to bring that out of him.
Yeah, but the thing about all of that is too, he's the GM, so he's drafting, right? So you know what else is on his resume? Not drafting Jalen Carter. Yeah. To me, that's a fireable offense within itself. So, to me, that whole ideology needs to go. The problem with the Raiders has always been that we're always in between things. If this does not work out, we need to paradigm shift and move on. The problem is we always hang on too long because we are still operating under the guides that, because it was a time where we didn't have the money to get rid of people. Yeah. Right. We didn't have the money to play around in the free agent market either. That's not the case now. They do have the money, right? And you can rebuild relatively quickly if you make the right moves. You can go from the basement to the Super Bowl in 2 years. You really can.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. You got to understand something, yo. If you hold on to Ziegler, you're holding on to that old ideology. You need a clean slate. If we're picking in the top 3, you want that new GM to have a clean slate. You want that new coach to be able to get his guys, so you don't have to talk that bullshit like, well, the coach didn't get his guys, he got the other guys. No. Start all over again and reset the deck and keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. Salute to the chat, you guys. Real quick, we were just talking about Danielle Hunter on the phone before we went live. We were actually, Alec, gonna throw him on the thumbnail, and we changed it last second because he is a free agent next season, and I would love to pair him with Max Crosby. That would be probably the best duo in the NFL. Danielle Hunter is a dog and very productive. Minnesota is about to rebuild that thing out there. I would definitely reach out to them to see what they would want for Danielle Hunter. I would love to match him up with Max Crosby. That would be insane.
You know why Danielle Hunter makes sense for the Raiders singularly? Because whatever you have going on, right? A lot of times, like, players' timelines don't add up with each other. And that's the reason why you have these clunky rosters, and the rosters that come together is when you have the players' timelines coming together. If you look at a team like the Philadelphia Eagles, they have a lot of young talent, and they have veterans that are in key positions, but they have their replacement already on their roster.
Yep. Even
with Kelsey's replacement is there already. Yep. Mm-hmm. They got a kid that can play center anywhere else in the National Football League. It's that Kelsey is just so damn good. The guy hasn't allowed a sack in like 2 years,
Howie Roseman.
Yes. That's why when people were talking about, like, that's the kind of GM that I'm talking about. Like, if Howie Roseman was ever available, he was willing to come to Las Vegas. That's the kind of GM you take.
Wait, so the Niners traded for Randy Gregory, so they took on that contract. Wow.
Yes, They must believe in him. I mean, listen,
they're in win now mode though. Like they're the best team in the NFL right now. I get it. It makes sense.
It's funny because they always are, but they really aren't.
Yeah.
And that's the funny thing. They're not winning anything.
They'll be in the NFC Championship and lose to Philly.
They probably get smoked in the second round of the playoffs. You know what I mean? I don't see this.
Julio, I love that name. I think you're talking about William Lavender, but I like Lavender Williams better. I think he's the
Lavender Williams sound like a pimp from the 70s or something like that.
Slap him real quick. But Lavender Williams.
No, you couldn't met a motherfucker off me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You mean William Lavender from Missouri, I believe, right? I mean, he's a dog, but me personally, there's other quarterbacks that I'm looking at over a William Lavender, but I like the Lavender Williams better than William Lavender. Pimpin'.
Lavender Williams, bro. Let me tell you, man. Listen, I think if I had another kid, I'm naming him Lavender Williams.
Hey, man. Hey, man. If there's grass on the field, play ball, Pimpin'.
First name Lavender, middle name Williams.
If there's grass on the field, play ball, Pimpin'.
You know what I'm saying? Michael, you know what I'm saying? Listen, either you gonna hold or blow up, barbecue or mildew, but you fuck with Lavender Williams, you suck the spoil. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, ain't nothing soft about this Lavender, Pimpin'. You know what I mean? Salute to Mike, man. I like Zeke. I'd rather have it the way he did. No trade clause is better than still being stuck with Carr. Carr should have been gone 2 years ago. Keep Zeke. Salute to our dog, Michael, man. Appreciate you, brother, on a $10 donation.
Or what you could have done is said, hey, you know what? We don't believe in this guy. Let's get rid of him. Right? Because everything they did really to me last year showed me, and I don't want to talk about DC, right? But it showed me that they weren't all in on him. I believe if you're not all in on the guy, you should cut bait with him if they're a high contract guy. That's what good teams do. They make that decision and they move on, bro. Yeah. You can even see that at a lot of other teams. They like.
No, there is a real quarterback. I know you guys are talking about a movie. No, bro, not Wildcats. William Lavender is an actual quarterback.
Yeah.
Hold on. But hold on. The name of the guy was Lavender Williams on Wildcats.
It's Lavender Williams. It's the sport of kings.
I never.
Rings.
You know, I'm a little younger. I've never watched. I don't think I've ever watched Wildcats.
Football. You never seen it, Finch and everything. No.
But there was a real quarterback named William Lavender.
Damn, bro.
I've never seen that.
You never seen Goldie Hawn, Wildcats, Wesley Snipes, fucking the fat girls and stuff.
You know what? I
In
think
the
I
80s,
have.
bro. This is from there. I don't know, man. You gotta be of a certain age.
Hey, but at this point, I take Lavender Williams over what we got.
Yo, real quick, right? We derailed the show, right? Look, we're talking about Danielle Hunter, right? The reason why Danielle Hunter makes sense for the Raiders, right, is because he's on the same timeline as us as an organization. So if we continue this thing to grow, right, we have the young pass rusher, and we have a guy who is still somewhat in his prime, right? You know, Danielle Hunter has had 76 sacks in his career. The guy's a dog. He's still playing at a real high level. And then it gives Tyree Wilson the chance that we thought we were going to give him this year. Gives him the chance to develop at his own pace. So we don't got to throw him in the fire and critique him every week. So then once Hunter gets to that point where he's no longer effective, you would hope that Tyree Wilson is waiting to be there to take that spot. Then Max Crosby would be the vet, and it can go on and on and on. So I think that would be perfect. He would give us something that we've never had. And also it would show me that this organization is trying to really build a defense for real. That's the kind of free agent move you make when you're trying to build a defense. We haven't done that in so long.
I just want to say fuck the chat real quick. I hate y'all. I can't stand you guys. I definitely got trolled to death.
What about Lavender Williams?
Yeah, but I literally looked up the name. I'm like, oh, William Lavender is an actual real quarterback. So, but also he was a quarterback in like the 60s. So I just want you guys to know that. So, you know, you caught me in mid show talking about a guy that doesn't exist. I hate you guys. I just want to say that. Shout out to the chat. I can't stand any of you guys that entertained that bullshit. Salute to you guys. No, but hey, real quick, you did a short yesterday, right? Also, yeah, there we go, Mondo. There we go. You did a short yesterday. We're going to move on. We talked about Lavender Williams. We talked about the injury report. We talked about all that stuff, right? You put a short out, I believe. Was it last night? Yesterday.
I forget, man. I'm all loopy and shit from this vertigo, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna share this real quick. I'm gonna share this real fast. Let me see. Hammer says someone tried that shit with me earlier this week, but I told them that does not sound like a current player in the NFL. Yo, I believe in Lavender Williams. Bring him in, first round pick. Let me see. All right, salute real quick too. Hey, this website looks a little familiar right here, Wasted.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The New York Post and shit. Yeah, man. You know, for those who have no idea, we were in the New York Post a few days ago. Salute to them. Tom Brady's Raiders purchase hits a snag over owners' concerns about the NFL legend getting discount of up to 70%. Tom Brady's bid to buy a piece of the Raiders has hit a snag. NFL owners are not expected to ratify his minority ownership status at their meetings on October 17th through the 18th in New York, as concerns have arisen about Brady getting the stake at a steep discount. According to a report from the Washington Post, the outlet cited a source as saying that Brady would be unlikely to be approved by the league's finance committee at the given price, and said it was unclear whether Brady would be willing to increase his bid. The story specified that Brady would be purchasing a stake of between 5 and 10% of the franchise, and the estimates of the league finance committee were that he would be receiving a discount relative to the market value of up to 70%. So that lets you guys know that Mark Davis wants Tom Brady to be a major part of this organization moving forward.
Yeah,
because you
guys got to understand something. With 10% of $6 billion is $600 million. This is not chump change, and Mark Davis is trying to sell it to him for way less than that. I don't think the league is going to allow that. Now, some people will say it doesn't really matter, right? But it does matter, because anytime you make a sale, the reason why the 24 owners in the league have to, approve the sale and make sure that because they want to keep these NFL teams at a certain value, especially the big ticket, big market ones, right? They want to make sure that the value of these teams keep going up and increasing. So when you add that money to the pot, if he owns 10% of the team and Mark Davis is willing to accept $90 million, that just ain't enough. It just ain't enough, and it sets a bad precedent, and that's why they have a say in it. And so then you got to ask, okay, why are you doing this for Tom Brady?
Yeah,
right?
fact.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this for Tom Brady? Right? Like you can't. It's the same thing like in a housing market, right? Like you can't get a mortgage for a house that doesn't appraise, right? So this is the reverse of that. Like you can't get a mortgage on a house that somebody's trying to sell for, like say for instance, $600,000 that only appraises for $280,000.
Yeah.
This is the reverse of that kind of concept. So that's why the rest of the owners are stepping in. I don't think that the league wants that to happen. And also, there's another caveat: the cryptocurrency scandal that Tom Brady was wrapped up in, and I didn't want to really touch on my short. But Tom
real
Brady,
quick, real fast. My apologies, you guys, if you can hear my lawn guys are here doing my backyard and front yard. So if there's a little loud, it's because of that. So go ahead, Wasted. My bad, bro.
yeah, but you got Tom Brady, Steph Curry, Shaquille O'Neal. They're all involved in a cryptocurrency situation that kind of went awry.
Yeah.
And I think the National Football League might not want to get involved in that. And that's also another reason why. So this whole Tom Brady thing could be, if he changes the bid or the stakes or how much of a percentage he gets, they can represent it in February and Brady could become an owner. But I think that the reason why Mark Davis wants to get Tom Brady involved, because he's clearly enamored with Tom Brady. He has business with him already. He wanted Tom Brady to be the quarterback.
With the Aces, they already have business, and he's in Vegas doing a bunch of other stuff.
This is the thing. There was something that I thought about. Mark Davis does not have an heir to this team. And really, to be real with you, Mark Davis really is not the owner of the Raiders anymore. His mother.
Yeah. I seen that today. I seen that on Bleacher Report. Somebody mentioned something along the lines of he has no kids. So moving forward, like who's going to take over the team, whenever Mark does, pass away.
Yeah, Mark is not a spring chicken. Like everybody says it's Al Davis's son, like he's just this kid. This is not like Jed York running the 49ers.
No.
Jed York is I think Jed York is younger than I am, right? This is not that. Mark Davis is in his mid to late 60s, right?
Yeah.
So, how old is Mark Davis?
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, but I think Mark Davis is clearly in his 60s. I know for the fourth. I think he might be my mother and father-in-law's age.
He's older than that. He's 68.
That's why I said mid to late 60s. So Mark Davis is not a spring chicken either. And he doesn't look like the healthiest guy in the world. So by having Tom Brady as a part of this ownership group, maybe he could be the guy to kind of make sure that this team doesn't just go into this corporate conglomerate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe that's why Mark is doing this.
And real quick, I'm going to finish up just the end part of this. It can't happen at their price. The source reiterated the exact dollar amount of what the league believes the ownership stake would be worth wasn't disclosed, but Forbes' most recent valuations pegs the Raiders to be worth about $6.2 billion in total. That's a far cry from what it used to be. For comparison, the Commanders just sold to Josh Harris's group for $6.5 billion. Brady, 46, retired from the NFL earlier this year after 23 seasons and 7 Super Bowl championships. He has been adamant that he is staying retired, but speculation as to whether he'd come back will likely linger as long as his deal with the Raiders is not closed. In addition to his attempt to join the ownership ranks, Brady has a 10-year deal worth $375 million to eventually be the lead color commentator on Fox Sports NFL coverage. So, I mean, there's a lot of jobs and a lot of shit going on for Tom Brady. He doesn't need to be part owner of the Raiders when he has all this other stuff waiting for him. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, do you think that this ends up happening?
No, I think this is a done deal. You get a pizza delivered or something, man?
Might be my lawn guy. I'm gonna hold it down real quick.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, but no, I don't think this happens because, this has to pass the smell test of the other 24 owners. And we all know that the owners don't do things that are advantageous to the Raiders. They never do. You know what I mean? They at every turn, the league puts roadblocks in front of Mark Davis. Like even this Vegas play, Mark Davis had to outsmart a bunch of billionaires to move the Raiders to Las Vegas. They never wanted him to be because when you look at these billionaires respect people who know how to make money. They respect people who have made their own money independent of football. Out of all the new class of owners since Jerry Jones, these guys they own football teams the way that wasted talent owns sneakers and cars. It's just a thing to them. It's not a big deal.
My apologies. That was Lavender Williams, y'all.
Yo, listen, Lavender Bird Williams was the greatest movie quarterback of all times from Wildcats. Listen, they got him off the block from
Lavender was tweaking, bro. Right now, he said, last week, Pimpin, you didn't pay for your grass. That's your ass. I said, hold on. Go. I said, yo, my bad. I was out of town. I'll get you right. I owe you 2 weeks. I owe you for 2 weeks. Lavender was on my ass, bro. He
said, listen, bitch, don't make me have to put my goon hand down. You know what I'm saying?
He said, hey, he said, I cut grass, but I also cut human beings, Pimpin. I said, whoa. You know what I mean? So, I got to get him right. I got to send him double.
I say like my mother say. I said, I cut you every which way but loose. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mother.
Shout out to Big Man. Davis just got a loan. Brady that extra bread. Salute to Big with one of the funniest default pitch. I can never read his name because it's so pause worthy. But salute to Big. Salute to Big. Lavender selling Doc's hubcaps.
Shout out to when people used to steal hubcaps, yo.
Yo, for real.
Hubcaps, yo.
For real. I mean, moving forward, man, going into this game Monday, bro, like, it's so easy, right, to say, like, we got to get the run game going. The defense has to create some turnovers in order for this team to turn this thing around. What are some other things that you're looking forward to come Monday night? We got the extra day, right? I don't think anything changes offensively. I don't think that this guy knows how to do anything other than what he's doing now. You know what I mean? So I don't know how the offense changes without Josh McDaniels adapting to what's going on, and I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I think the problem is that the only way that the offense can change is if you allow the kid to play.
Yeah.
At this point, Jimmy Garoppolo is who he will be in the National Football League. He's also very limited by his injuries. He's just limited by that. And I don't think that the Jimmy Garoppolo, when we thought about the idea of him coming here, we thought about the guy that he used to be. He is no longer that guy. We're getting the worst version of Jimmy Garoppolo. And as long as you have that, there's certain plays that you can call, there's certain plays you can't. You got to play the kid, man. If you really want to win, I think that if you play Jimmy Garoppolo, you're probably going to continue to lose because, like, some of the times that he's throwing interceptions, it's not like it's the ball's just not getting there. They're just like they're floating up there, man. This is the NFL. He doesn't have the arm strength, bro. And by them playing this whole dink and dunk thing, that shit is a wrap. That swagger is a wrap. That West Coast offense shit is a wrap. You can't run the West Coast offense all the time. People have figured it out, bro. This is not 1996, bro.
I missed a few supers real quick. Salute to Tony. Love you guys. Always watching from Germany. We love you too, Tony. Appreciate you so much. And salute to Julio. He said, hey, Wasted. The last successful college coach was Jimmy Johnson.
and to my point, and that's what I meant. I said it's been a long time, bro. It's been a very long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Real quick.
Do me a favor. Black Line Supreme. Black Line Supreme. Let me tell you something. What we said was that, yo, we said, yo, his stats and who he is in the National Football League, they're at the same level, right? But be that as it may, I would rather pay a sorry Jimmy Garoppolo and him to make $40 million than to pay Derek Carr $120 million to be just as average.
Bro, I mean, but Black Line, who cares? Like, who cares? Like this is the thing that kills me. Bro, he's gone. He's looking like shit in New Orleans. We have another quarterback that came in that looks like shit too. It's two of the worst offenses in the league.
And it's cool because now
the weapons he has. Come on, like let's stop
bro,
this shit.
And bro, and it's the thing, bro. The problem with us, we never said it was, oh, he's terrible, he's the worst. It's not that. The thing is that yo,
we're not doing this shit, Wasted. We're not doing it today, Wasted. Listen, this man has a top defense in New Orleans. That's all he ever needed, right, you guys? And now he's
got to do it.
Stop.
I got to do it. Listen, I don't know what this man's going to do the rest of the season, right? But what I do know is that here with the Raiders, we can't build that kind of team with a guy making that kind of money. So that was the reason why we felt it was good for him to move on. So don't keep coming in here with all of that shit, bro. Like, I really don't. He's no longer here.
All he needed was some real weapons. He got them. All he needed was a real defense. He got it. He has 2 touchdowns this season, still struggles in the red zone and can't move the ball. What's the problem? What are you talking about?
And guess what? He might turn it around. He might play better.
Yeah, definitely.
He might. And I don't care because
he's not
here. Because, listen, the situation here wasn't good for him or us. It just wasn't. It was a bad relationship, and I'm glad we're where we are.
Like Derek Carr is Michael Jordan or some shit. Like, that's the shit that be killing me. Y'all talk about this guy like he is like Wilt Chamberlain. Like, it's insane to me how much this is how bad we've been for so long, bro, that a lot of our fan base talks about Derek Carr like he is Peyton Manning. It's fucking insane to me. Look, dude, I'm not going to read no more comments about DC. Moving forward, he's struggling out there. We're struggling out here. Everybody's still struggling. What it is, bro.
But this is my thing, bro.
Terrible, bro. Shout out to Lavender Williams, man.
And this is my thing. The reason why I'll address it, and this is my last time addressing it, is because don't come in here trying to act like, we're on some crusade to nowhere, like a lot of you motherfuckers. Like, a lot of you fucks will come in here and you'll talk about the past. You'll tell me, oh, we need to go get Reggie McKenzie. We need to get Jack Del Rio. We need to go back and go get Jay Schrader. Get over it. We need to move the fuck on and make this team win. I don't want to see nobody talk about some old player that's not here no more, that didn't help us win when we were here. That's what I want. Whatever it takes, if it takes firing a coach 3 more times, as long as I get a Super Bowl in the next 5 years, I don't give a shit.
Derek Carr went from being the 3rd best quarterback in the AFC West to being the 3rd best quarterback in the NFC South. What a coinky dink. Get the fuck out of here. He's still typical DC fashion. He's doing the same exact shit.
And bro, I'm not going to kill that man, right? He might play better over there. Good for him. But my thing is for the Raiders singularly. When you have a great quarterback, like Patrick Mahomes, you can pay him $200 million. And if you draft well, because normally when you win, you've drafted well. You can go out there and say, you know what? We're going to strip this down. We're going to let these veterans walk. We're going to keep this one guy. We're going to keep Travis Kelce, and we're going to rebuild the team because we know how to draft. That wasn't what was happening here. So don't come and talk to me about that shit. No,
real quick, and Black Lion, that default picture shows that you get no bitches. So I'm going to get you out of here real quick. Them braids is thin as shit, bro. Them shits look like, when shoelaces be on the way out? Like they on the way out? Like, bro, they look like undercooked noodles, bro. Like, yeah, man. Black Lions.
But bro, like,
God bless you. God bless you.
It's not about wrong or right for me. Like, you motherfuckers come in here, with a goddamn man. This man. Bro, man, this man came in here, bro.
With yarn for braids. With yarn for braids, bro.
He had the stingiest braids I've ever seen. That motherfucker looked
like the Indian in the cupboard braids.
Bro, that man looked like RoboCop without his mask on. It was ridiculous, bro.
Yes, bro. That
Murphy, relax. Relax, man. The ramen noodle braids.
The braids are a thin, old head ass. That shit crazy, bro.
Look, man, listen, you guys come in here, you're getting roasted. Today, the roast has started. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Shit wild, bro. Out here looking crazy. Salute to Lavender Williams. Shout out to Cheeseman. Use Abdullah and Zeus in split back sets to strictly block since they can't run for significant yards.
They can't block either, so why do that?
Salute to Cheeseman. Yeah, golly, bro. I want to get back on this dude's braids, though.
I don't want to raise it. I don't want to do that to dude. Like, bro voicing his opinion. I'm not sensitive like that.
That's my opinion too, bro. Like, your shit look like yarn, bro. Like, you got real yarn braids. Like, that shit is insane, bro. Like, you should be. He got that Christmas blanket braids, bro. He got fucking Derek Yarn. That shit crazy, bro. Let me see, man.
God, man.
Oh my God. Salute to the chat, man.
That man got a collection of G-strings as a hairstyle.
Yo, that shit crazy. He had 5 Apple.
It like he took.
Hey, bro, you know how the charger, like, how an Apple charger, bro, looks when it's split. It's all thin and all. He had like 5 of them shits to the back of his top. Like, Like, bro, you know how a charger looks when it's
that man had fiber optic braids.
bro. That shit is crazy, bro.
Yo, come on, at least stop. Hey, we messing with you, bro. It's all
like a burn victim.
Yo, come on, don't do that, man, like that, bro.
Yo, oh my
that man
God.
had to. Yo, bro. It's like if they would have braided James Evans' hair in Good Times.
Yeah, bro. Like,
all right, that's all I'm gonna take. That's all I'm gonna take from you, Florida.
Oh my God, man! Salute to him and them Braves, though. Yeah,
bro, you missed the Murphy from RoboCop, Joe. You see, you might not, you don't understand, yo. You're not old enough for that one, bro. Listen, I need you to Google what RoboCop looked like without his mask on. I need you to Google that and put that up on the screen, bro.
RoboCop without the mask. Dog.
Bro, you got to put that up, bro.
I do remember this shit, bro. Hold on. Yo, you a sick individual, Wasted. He gonna want to kill us one day.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
Yo. Oh my God, bro. We gotta get the hell out of here.
Oh my God, man.
Yo, he said Tom Brady. Salute to Haber. Some of y'all still out here supporting Forky. Cut the shit already. Supporting Forky. Cut this shit already.
Nah, yo, shout out to him. He a good sport, yo. He gutted us too. It's cool, man. It's all good, bro.
Nah. Salute to where he at? Salute to Black Lion, bro. My shit don't look too much better than yours, bro.
Yeah, my shit
but what's fucked up is I can tell exactly where your hang time stops. Look at that little dot on the side of your cheek. You ain't got no hang time, bro. That shit is literally like where they line the back of your head up. Like look at this. You see that little dot in the corner, bro? That's where his shit stops. Look in the corner of his cheek, bro. It looked like bruh. yo,
this is my dog from now on, yo. Cause he cool. Yo, he cool. This is my dog from now on,
yo. This shit stop about right here, bro. Oh God, bro.
Yeah.
About right there. That shit
cool,
is crazy.
yo. If I get jokes with you, you cool, yo. You good.
Salute to Black Lion Supreme. He is the GOAT, bro. He's definitely rocking with us, bro. But yeah, them shits is definitely short as shit, though, bro. I promise you. That shit is crazy. That shit stops right where that shit. Hey, what's that shit on your ear? When you have like T-Rex got on his ear?
Oh my God, I forgot what that shit is called, bro.
You know what I'm talking about? Like it's like a cyst and shit. Like what's that shit called?
Keloid and shit. Yeah.
No, like his braid look like a keloid in the back of his head. Like,
keloid, bro. Not a keloid.
He got a keloid braid.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Salute the Black Lion, man. He said, bro, I'm older than you and still got more hair than you, you elf. Bro, I ain't got shit, bro. I'm just talking because I'm mad.
Listen, I wouldn't disrespect my Doppler radar. I got to go to the top of my head.
Hey, I
told Graphk, I'm about to go to Turkey in December. Y'all gonna see me on the air and look like I'll be sure.
Salute to Black Lion. He a real one, man. Salute to our dog, bro. Hey, I love that we could talk shit and just clear it out and clean it all up. You know what I mean? Salute to my guy, bro. But cut them shits, bro. For real. Cut them. Salute to you, though, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, you guys. We will be back tonight to do these. I forgot what the fuck we were talking about.
I don't even know, bro.
We're going to do the betting odds. We're going to do, the over-unders and all that good stuff, man, moving forward. So we'll be back tonight, you guys, probably 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. Salute to Margaret. Hey, Martin, we love you too, bro. Salute to my dog, bro, for real. Hey, real shit, man. To see my guys stick around and keep running, I love that shit, bro. Hey,
yo, these are
Black Lion's one of my new favorite people over here, bro. I promise you that. Yes, it's on the way. We got it. We got it. It's on the way. It is on the way. We got a few artists that we're lining up right now. So definitely stay tuned for that 209. Salute to you, brother. And salute to the Mokes, man. Only QB who can save us now is Chad Powers or Lavender Williams.
Bro, yo, Chad Powers. You see that? Eli Manning. He looked old as hell, too, when they put the prosthetic on him. You know? He looked just like Eli Manning. I was like, what the?
Hey, I didn't realize, bro, when he said elf, though, like I low-key, I looked at myself and I'm like, I do low-key look like Link. Like Zelda.
Yeah.
Like I can
why,
see.
Why you gotta make yourself a heroic elf though? Cut that shit out.
I gotta be like the top of the top shelf.
Yeah, you gotta be a heroic ass elf.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I was an elf on the shelf, my name would be like Big Dog or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I mean, like my son be like, why is Big Dog moving around the house and shit? Like, yeah, I mean, I gotta be a tough one, man. Salute to Q, man. Watch us draft General Booty for our quarterback.
Man, listen, you know who'll be happy about that. You know who'll be happy about that. Gruder would be so happy drafted it. He said, come on, man. See, imagine you had a guy named General Booty. Hey, man, I tell you, I generally like booty. You know what I mean?
I generally like booty.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you something, man.
Yo, Dan said Keebler Docs.
Yo, Keebler, y'all stupid, yo. Yo, they said King Crook is a big Raider fan.
Yeah. Actually, you know what's funny? Fingers hit me up and said he wanted to holler at him to get him on the show. So definitely gonna reach out and get him on, man. Definitely. Salute, man. I'm from Oakland. We love the Cap, man. You already know what it is, my brother. Salute to all. Big salute to both of y'all. Love the podcast. It's fire. Y'all speak facts. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. And salute to Perk on the way out real quick. Shout out Black Lion and Lavender Williams pimping. Salute to my dog, man. Other than that, man, we appreciate you guys. As always, we will be live. Don't even read it. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, we don't even know what he's talking about. He said Oak Las Vegas elf on the shelf coming soon. Salute to Hammer. But we will be back tonight, you guys, doing our over and unders and all that good stuff, the betting odds and all that stuff. Maybe I'll reach out to Stu, see if he can come on the show and lighten up the show and all that good stuff. But salute to everybody here in the building. We appreciate you guys. We talked about the injury report, talked about the Brady stuff. Black Lion, salute to you too, bro. Talked about Black Lion. You know what I mean? Talked about Lavender Williams. You already know. I don't think there's any better show than that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is.
Lavender Williams, yo, the great and powerful Wildcats. Yo, all the young heads in here, y'all homework is to go watch Goldie Hawn's Wildcats. It probably is bad now because there's a lot of movies that I thought were awesome in the 80s that now I go back and watch them. I'm like, man, this shit is trash. But yo, just so y'all know, you get the old man jokes, go watch Wildcats with Goldie Hawn.
There you go. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Once again, OakLosVegas.com for the drip, PlanetRaiders.com for everything Raiders, WoodsonWhiskey.com for the GOAT whiskey. Other than that, you guys, we appreciate y'all as always. We're going to see y'all tonight. Salute. We out. One.
That's what I'm talking about.